God created man in his own image and likeness. In his own image and likeness. So I'm not saying that God is flesh. His word became flesh. But in the scriptures, it says that God created man in his own image and likeness. And this means that God created the soul. The soul. When I say the soul is not in us. The soul is bigger. It's outside of us. He created a soul in his own image and likeness. So, we're not saying God has a nose, he has eyes. But then he takes 5 elements. Because the soul is so big, it cannot experience things, so he uses 5 elements. Earth, water, fire, air, and Akash, spirit. Spirit comes from the soul. Then he uses the other 4 elements and combined them together, and he created the flesh. And here we are. Here you are. Welcome once again to the Lighthouse. My name is Rachel, and I am happy to be your host again today. Today I want to talk about the soul school. We're in school. Yes, you and I, we're in school. I know we went to the earth school, but all of these things that happen in life is just to show us the bigger picture. We have the macro and we have the micro. So the micro always reflects the macro. I'm going to make another video on the mirror effect. All that we see has a macro. So if you're observant, you will notice there's a bigger picture of the little things that you're going through. There's a bigger thing happening here. So God created us in his image and his likeness, and then he put us into these bodies. Why would he put us into these bodies? A school. So when we come into these bodies, everybody comes as a child, and then we start to celebrate, and then we take presents and we say, oh, a baby's born. Yes? That baby has just died, because coming into this world is death. How do you mean? The soul coming into this body is trapped, is dead. The soul is trapped. The soul is not free. The soul is trapped. So you and I coming in as a baby, we died. So now you say, why am I here? The earth experiences. What was God's purpose to put me here in the first place? He wants you, which is him, find your way back to me. This is the mission. Find your way back to me. And you know what? I'm not going to make it so easy for you, because I know you and me, you're smart, intelligent, limitless, powerful. I will make it easy. So I'm going to create all these distractions because it's a school. I'm going to make it tough because I know you can. I'm going to make it so tough. I'm going to distract you as much as I can. And in the midst of all these distractions, I want you to find your way home. How can I find my way home? Yes, this is for you to figure it out. And then human beings got so lost and trapped they couldn't figure it out. Then he sent Jesus. Go show them how to do it. And Jesus comes and shows us how to do it. But still, do we get it? No. In your secret place, sometimes, even at work, or when you're going through life and you think, oh, it's so burdensome, or it's so stressful for you sometimes. Don't you hear that still small voice calling you home? That deep down inside you, you know you're not this body. You know this. You know, like your spirit is calling you back home. But then you just say, let's get on with the business of the day. Your mission is to find your way home. And it is only when you resurrect in this flesh, while you're still alive on this human journey, you must graduate. You must resurrect as Christ in this body. You're home. You made it. You made the journey. You do not wait till you die to resurrect. You resurrect in this body. Resurrect? What do you mean, Rachel? Resurrect is not the way they taught us about it. Resurrection is resurrection in your consciousness. Resurrect as what? Resurrect as the Christ. Resurrect as the divine soul, which is God. Resurrect as God on earth. This is the mission. So the experiences you have, the circumstances you have, the hinders, the burdens, all of this is an illusion. It's just supposed to help you or stop you from finding your way home. This is why you have something that is called the ego that is attached to your body. The ego is a very special topic. I will make another one. The ego was attached to this body, the food body. This is bread and this is tea and this is all the food that I eat. This is food body. Now the ego is attached to this body. The ego does not want to die. The ego does not want to check out. The ego doesn't want to do anything dangerous. The ego loves to live in the world and eat. The ego wants to stay. But the spirit wants to go. So the two things are always fighting with each other. The spirit wants to go because the spirit knows home. But the ego says, no, you stay right here. Then while you're struggling with your ego, then you have all the other mess in the world. There is war, there is sickness, there is hunger, there is poverty, there's all these other distractions, and the banks, and the TV. Oh, my mom died. Oh, my dad died. Oh. In the middle of all this mess, you're supposed to find the way home. You're supposed to wake up from the dead and realize I am the risen Christ, and be calm in the wind and the storm, and realize in your consciousness you are waking as God. When you do that, You have resurrected in this flesh, and you have found your way back home. The tomb is empty. The linen cloth is folded nicely, put down there in the grave. Because the one called you, the flesh is dead, but the spirit is alive. This is the resurrection, that you awaken as God on earth. And now you come home. You have no limitations. You have victory. And then you can say, death, where is thy sting? Because now you know, I am not this body, I am not this mind, I am not this flesh, I am not this ego, I am not this meat, fish, egg, bread body. I am not. I am the risen Christ. And if you cannot awaken in this flesh as the risen Christ, on the time of death, you go home and you die again. You must come back until you resurrect in this body as Christ. The moment you resurrect as Christ in this body, when you check out, you don't have to come back again and do it all over again, because you have good grades. You found your way home. This is why the journey is not supposed to be easy. It's a school, it's a university, it's tough, it's hard, but you must find your way home. So are you tougher? Are you harder? Do you know who you are and why God put you here and how to find your way home? This is the whole idea. Come home, prodigal son. Come home. And it all has to start from you. Come home, Spirit calls. Come home, Father calls. You must awaken as the prodigal child, working for the man who put him as a slave until he realized, I'm the son of a God. What am I doing here? I must go home. So in my flesh, I shall see God. It says so in the scriptures. In my flesh, not when I die, I'm going to go to heaven. It was by and by when the morning comes. I'm going to go somewhere by and by when I die. In my flesh, I shall see God. Is this the same for you as it is for me? Thank you for watching. Remember, I love you. I love you. I love you. Peace. Peace.